If you have given God your yes and you've been on this journey for a while, make sure that you're not seeking God for any blessings, or you're not seeking God for your own motives or what you can get from God. Because if you're doing that, then you're going to miss something. A lot of times we are still in the seasons that we're in, and we're still going through things because it's things that God needs to extract from us. It's things that he needs us to learn from. It's things that he is trying to show us. And if we're not seeing these things, we can be in these situations a little longer than we anticipated. But the thing is, it's not about us telling ourselves that we deserve to come out of something. It's not up to us to say that I've been suffering this long and, I think it's time for something to happen. That's not what it's about. It's about God's will for our lives. It's about the plans that he has for our lives. And we sometimes don't even know the plans that he has. We don't know the steps that he's going to take. We don't know how he's going to go about blessing us. We don't know how he's going to go about using us in certain ways. The only thing that we can stand on is having faith that he's a great God. And also, not only that, he already tells us, it already says in the Bible that he knows the plans that he has for our lives. He foreknew us in our mother's womb. So we can hold on to that much and say that he knows what he's doing. It's not about what you want. It's not about what you think you need. And I know we live in a society where we think that things should be handed to us. We think that, if we do something, we should get this, and it's a sense of entitlement in a way, for real, because, we think that, oh, we done worked this hard and we need this or we need that. No, it's God's timing. It's not your timing. It's not about how much you did. It's not about how much you have been in a situation. It's not about how much you have been suffering or whatever you've been going through. You need to have faith and you need to trust. And I think a lot of us need to be reminded of this, daily, because it can get frustrating with us hearing words that you're about to get blessed, or God's about to do this or that in your life. And don't get me wrong, like, God will do what he say he'll do. And a lot of times he will send us a word and let us know ahead of time what he's going to do. But the thing is, it's still God's timing. It's not our timing. Just because God may say it will happen now or something like that, his now could be years from now. His now could be months from now. His now could be weeks from now. And I think we have to get out of that space where we're like, oh, when is it going to happen? Because what does that do? You're anticipating something. It's frustrating. It brings confusion. And then it also takes you out of what he's trying to show you. He could be trying to show you something that day. And because you heard a word, or because you think that because you're frustrated about something, you're not trying to see what it is he's trying to show you. I think that we need to be reminded that we need to stay in a place of having faith, that we can trust that he's going to work everything out, that he knows the plans that he has for us, and that whatever plans that he has for us is the best plans that we can imagine. And all things work for those who love the Lord. So, and then think about this. Everything that God made in this world, he said it was good. I don't care if it looks bad. I don't care if, I just don't care what the situation may look like. He said it was good. So if he said it was good, that means anything that he has for you is good and it's for your best. Anything that God has for us will last. Anything that we do outside of God's will, it will not last. I don't care how you look at the situation. I don't care what you think or whatever the case may be. If God's not involved, it's not going to stand. Your foundation is not built on a rock. So it's not going to stand. which means when things come, when things happen to you, you fold. You want to go right back to Egypt. And it puts a delay on the process. And it doesn't mean God is going to take back what he's going to do for you. And that's not what I'm saying. But it's going to delay the process because it's things that he needs for us to see. It's things that he needs for us to endure. And it's things that he wants us to learn from, regardless of what we think that we know or what we think we've been through or how much we know. Whatever the case may be, it doesn't even matter at this point. What matters is God's timing is perfect. What matters is he knows the plans that he has for our lives. And also what matters is that everything that he made, he said was good, which means we are good, which means that whatever that he had for our lives when he made us, it was good. And anything outside of that is not good. So, like I said, I came to remind a lot of us that stay in God's will. You know, don't be praying about what you want. He already knows what we need. It's already in his word that he knows what we need. So we should be praying for his will. We should be praying for understanding about the plans that he has for our lives. Clarity. That's it. Stop coming to God with your own motives. Stop coming to God with your own will. When he already had a will, his will was perfect. Your will means nothing. So get to a place within yourself where you know that everything is working out for your good. That as long as you draw near to him, he will draw near to you. As long as you stay, as long as you stay close to him at all times, and as long as you gave him your yes, as long as you believe, as long as you trust, as long as you're seeking the kingdom constantly, and you're giving him thanks for everything that you have in your life. You're forgiving people. You're trusting him at all times. You're operating out of the fruits of the Spirit, which is so important. Then everything will be fine. Holy Spirit will lead you into all truth and all knowledge. He will lead and guide and direct you. He will be a light onto your path. So you guys get to that point in your life where you trust him regardless of what the outcome looks like, regardless of what you're going through. And like I said, I think that we all need to be reminded of these things, to not seek God for any type of motives and to ask ourselves these questions. Because sometimes we can hear certain things or be around certain people that makes us think that, we deserve something or whatever the case may be. And it takes us out of God's will and it puts us in our will. So remember that, you guys, and continue to press towards the mark. Keep pressing. I know you tired. I know you want to give up, but keep pressing. And I'm talking to myself too while I'm telling you guys this. Keep pressing. No matter what it looks like, keep going. I promise you, things get better day by day. You see the changes within yourself day by day. What may be small to us when we take that little step, when we step out on faith, what looks small to us is big to him. And even though we don't see anything, he's working things out. He's working it all out for the good, for our plans, for what he has for our lives, you guys. Encourage yourself in the Lord. And also examine yourself, examine your motives. That's all I wanted to tell you guys, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.